Good afternoon. Back at it with another video. My name is Dr. Champagne Deron Simpson. My phrase is keep it champagne. Ability to adapt, seek knowledge for self, inspire in spirit. Speech and behavior are to be of high quality or best version of self. This is of a champion. This is a champion mentality. On today's episode or today's YouTube channel, I'm going to call this Dsplayer communication, and it's going to be really for open discussion. It's going to be a motivational video, an encouraging video. Just please bear with me, and I'm just going to jump right in. Dsplayer communication. First, I want to say my first name is Deron, last name Simpson, DS. That's where this come from. And player, I played sports, high school baseball, college baseball, and that name Dsplayer was given to me by a childhood classmate when it was time to make your first email address. And that was my email address, Dsplayer. And it just stuck from there because I didn't want to change it. Because what else would I say, or what else would I change it to? So that's how the phrase Dsplayer or the name Dsplayer comes about. Communication. I believe leadership communication is essential for your life. I already mentioned keep it champagne, which is my phrase. But keep it champagne is something that's almost telling you to do something. It's informing you, hey, keep it champagne. Hey, keep it up. Hey, don't stop. Keep going. Keep it champagne, ability to adapt. So leadership communication, and the way I try to live my life is leadership at every level. Leadership that shows through your work, through your walk, through your speech, through the way you dress, through the way you get the mail. Leadership in just how you go about your overall day, night, and lifestyle. For the men and women listening to this video, you have to understand that over time, you have to attach something to something for growth to occur. Dr. Champagne, what do you mean attach something to something? As we grow and we get older in age, and we may not want to do things, we may not want to really give it our best, you have to find reasons to give it your best, reasons to try, reasons to say, man, I'm just going to shoot the ball, bam. I'm just going to throw the ball, pitch. I'm just going to swing the bat, hit. You have to get into a momentum of production, a momentum of confidence, which is the production. A momentum of confidence, faith, that is the production, allowing you to keep it champagne, adapt, seek knowledge for self, and inspire in spirit. This momentum, this mentality, this bravado, this arrogance is necessary to go forward and then some. It's necessary to get through the hurdles that will come, because one thing about confidence, it breeds hate, it breeds envy. It makes those individuals on guard to attack you because you are moving, living in a manner that I don't like. Dr. Champagne, why is my confidence so threatening? What about me that makes them want to just try to humble me? Sometimes that light shine on you and it can't turn off. And sometimes the light may not shine on them, and they always off. It's just that simple. Sometimes people see you moving, grooving, looking at the butterflies, hearing, listening to the birds, staring out the window. Sometimes the way you live your life from haters or outside people may be too pleasant in their mind. Do not care about how they view you, what they say about you. Put your blinders on. Attach yourself to your goal, your dream, and your vision, and go forward. Switching gears here, I'm going to talk about CPTSD, PTSD, and just the trauma of life, workplace dynamics, environments. And I'm not going to go too deep in it, just going to hit on 2 points. The first point is, when you have a trauma, when you have a pain, when you have something ailing you, that's not visible. It's not on your skin. It ain't something you can just really put a Band-Aid over. It's in your mind. It's in your anxiety. It's your stress go up. All of a sudden you stop breathing when you get around certain people. And then your Apple Watch ding, ding, ding say, hey, you need to breathe. This type of trauma is something that you have to develop a lifestyle and mentality to work through, to get through, to experience joy, bliss, and life in its actual beauty, not from trauma state. But yeah, my first point is, when you want help, please understand family, friends, colleagues, people you may know, they may want to help you, but don't know how. I'm going to say that again. They may want to help you, but they don't know how. So on my journey, I found that me having this momentum I mentioned earlier, this go-getter attitude, seeker of high goals, sometimes what you tell them isn't enough. I know. What you tell them may not be enough. And what I mean by that is, they may want to help you, but don't know how, because it sounds just like these chords. It's tangled up. You're looking at it, you're like, yeah, well, it's just some headphones. They work, right? Like, you still got something that works. So they're not really looking at it from a internal aspect of what the effect may be to the actual body of that headphone. Could be one-sided, could be glitching, just like your anxiety, just like your stress levels, just like your brain fog. You may not even think clearly anymore due to certain traumas and workplace traumas and environmental situational things with probably family or just friend groups. What I've learned that worked for me so far is daily walks, daily journaling, and finding some type of momentum with both of them. Now, that's just number one. Finding some type of momentum and not being afraid to do it continuously. Not being afraid to do it continuously. This ain't about getting in shape. This is about making sure that you're keeping yourself sane, and you're making sure that when you write in your journal, you are writing to yourself all the ways you need to feel safe, ways that you are progressing, and understand that this is not a one-day fix. This is not something that you can just say, hey, I did it for a week, it's done. This is something where you really have to do it. And you may forget a day, you may forget a week, and you got to come back to it and do it and do it and do it, because sometimes that trauma can hit again if you don't learn how to fix or control anxiety, anger, stress, the water intake that you have. Control your breathing. It's things over time that you will have to learn how to deal with and handle. Number two is, like I said, number one, they want to help but don't know how. Number two is, when you're speaking with someone, please understand, don't compare your trauma to their trauma. Don't compare your bobo to their bobo. Trauma is something that's different from everybody. Everybody got their own set of trauma, and you can't compare what hurt someone versus what didn't hurt someone. Listening and validating. If I'm listening to someone telling me about a trauma or telling me about an experience, I'm not writing them off like they lying to me. I'm going to listen to them, validate their feelings, listen to them. Please expound some more. Get out your expression, which is go back to the journaling, which is why you have to learn how to be your best player, be your best self, to talk to yourself. How do you treat yourself? How do you love yourself? Do you show yourself the utmost respect, which goes back to that confidence? Dressing well is a sign of self-respect, confidence. Cleaning your shoes off, get that mud off your shoe. Get your rag and clean it up. Confidence. Iron your shirt. Confidence. Make sure your hair looks nice. Confidence. Maybe not 2 sprays, maybe 1 spray. Confidence. You may not even need spray. That's how confident you are. So yeah, those kind of things are what allow you to grow. And for some people, it may be more. They may need more. Right now, we are experiencing this revolution of medical cannabis, CBD, different type of topicals and things of that nature that are healing to people, allowing people to get the help that they need just for the daily grind, just to really unwind from their day, from whatever situation they have to be in, day out, and they need relief. Many people relate narcissistic personality disorder, also known as NPD. Many people relate NPD to having a bad day or it's just work. They relate it to having a bad day or it's just work. What I've been trying to teach certain people is it's one thing to have a bad day, but it's another thing for someone to say, I'm going to ensure you have a bad day. Those are two different things. And that can be where trauma starts. Once you realize you have a person who's really trying to ensure you have a bad day. There is no collaboration. There is no respect amongst professional, colleague, cohort, friend, mother, father, sister, brother, cousin. Once you figure out that the people around you are definitely aiming for your confidence, aiming to get in between your ears and your brain to try to rewire your psychological thinking, you are under attack. This is spiritual attack. This is mental attack. This is emotional attack, character assassinating. So much so much and so much. You have to have the audacity to push yourself to a break. I wasn't going to say overwork yourself. I said push yourself to a break. Go for that walk. Journal. Get your calendar out. We're gonna schedule all this. Do you have sick days? Do you have PTO? Do you have time to give to yourself? Do you have the audacity to say, oh no, you're not gonna mess with me. I'm gonna be right here with myself, with my family. And when I come back, you got your emails already listed. You got your documents ready. You have to plan, develop and plan, attack to not only heal, to not only learn, but to grow. Because you are being under attack. The last thing I want to say is lifestyle. So I say keep it champagne, and I definitely keep it champagne lifestyle leadership philosophy. Keep it champagne lifestyle leadership philosophy. I always want to promote high maintenance self-care. High maintenance self-care routine. I know it's expensive. Yes, it's expensive. But guess what's expensive too? A tombstone. Guess what's expensive too? A casket. Guess what's expensive too? Dirt. Guess what's expensive too? The suit. Everything's expensive. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't have a high maintenance self-care routine, if you don't have someone loving on you and speaking positivity in your life, you need to learn how to do it for yourself. Choose your hard. Choose your level of difficulty. I ain't saying go do this every day, but I'm saying you do need to find momentum to push yourself, to love yourself, to pat yourself on the back. These people out here will do whatever they can to do, they will do whatever they can. It's not about just getting ahead. It's about making sure I kill on the way. Let me say that again. It's not about winning. It's not about getting ahead. It's making sure I kill on the way. And that's what they try to do, is kill on the way. And if you're not smart, if you're not having a routine where you love and care for yourself, a plan where you say, oh no, one is one too many. You have to have the audacity to be a champion. I'm going to say that again. You have to have the audacity to be a champion. Let that breathe right there. Because many people want a champion. Many people want the trophy, but they don't have the audacity, the willpower, the fortitude to push. And even while you're doing all that, be kind in the mix. Good morning. How you doing? Pleasure to see you. Have a great day. People can say, oh, it's fake. Oh, no, nobody's that kind. I guess you just don't meet kind people, do you? Do not let people project upon you what they want you to be. You be so authentically yourself. You stand in your individuality. You make sure you have the audacity of a champion. The audacity to be a leader at every level in your life. The audacity to grow, heal, learn, and push yourself to be the best version of yourself. This is not a timetable. This is not something where you look to your neighbor and say, neighbor, this is not that. This is something where you develop in yourself and say, I am Dsplayer. You look at yourself and you say, I am Dr. Champagne. You have to learn how to love yourself. You have to learn how to respect yourself. You have to learn how to trust yourself. Because people see it on you. People see it on you. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. They want to take it off you. I don't even like that word. When people say, oh, I just want to take you home. You want to what? You ain't taking nothing. No take. You got to come bless something. You don't take nothing. People say, well, you're overreacting. It's a figure of speech. I figured I don't like that speech. So you figured, and I figured. Go figure. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video with this. Being a champion is not having all the money. Being a champion is not collecting all the trophies. Being a champion, like I said, it starts with your mentality. And I'm going to tell you the truth part about it too is also being a champion is your heart. Your mentality, but your heart. Are you going to do unto others like they done to you? When you get into position, when you get and continue to grow, learn, and heal, are you healing to teach someone, to better someone, to grow someone? Yourself. But are you healing to finally put a hurt on something? Are you healing to finally get rid of something, punch something? Because if that's why you're healing, then you're not healing. It sounds like a callus. And we don't like calluses. But you do have to toughen up. I think I've said everything I need to say on this channel or this video. I really hope this video helps somebody. I hope you learned a little bit more about myself. I hope that the videos that I've recently been dropping has inspired someone to keep it champagne. I hope you guys have a great night. And remember, give your life to Christ. Allow Christ to use you. Understand that accepting God as your personal Savior is not weakness. It's strength. And the messages that He gives you are for you to be strong, wise, intelligent, kind, loving, a warrior. That sounds like champion mentality to me.